Hello once again, everybody. This is Rinian Films, bringing you episode 1 of Let's Play Dot Hack Last Recode. This is the third time that I've tried streaming this because first time I had some controller issues. It was trying to keep everything in with the Xbox control scheme. And I don't want that. And the second time it was in Japanese, but I actually want it in the English language. So, cause yeah, we are actually gonna be we're gonna start a new game. We can either start on normal mode or cheat mode, and we are not gonna be playing cheat mode. We are going to start a normal game. This will be a 100% playthrough, which means I will be doing everything in the game. There will be some things that I do off screen, such as doing some grinding to level up, because I want to end each game with max level and everything max. It will take bloody ages, but we will do it. So let's jump on into it. You might see this thing up at the top of the screen. It's about a shader thing that I've got going on. It helps the game run more smoothly because this game was not very well optimized for PC. This is originally a PlayStation 2 game. They had an HD remaster on PS4, well, yeah, PS4 and uh, PC, and then later on finally it got a Nintendo Switch release. This is one of my all-time favorite games, and this music is just beautiful. Now I can't tell if my audio is coming through or not because I keep forgetting to check and see if my mic is muted or not. Nope, important news. I will be soon obtaining a web camera and a higher quality mic, so I will no longer be using my Turtle Beach headset that I've been using for the past year. The Eternal City, Mak Anu. This is a gorgeous game. Not the most realistic looking, but it doesn't need to be.
Oh, this is cool.
There we go.
Hey. Hey, you. You, the adept rogue. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. So, I take it this is your first time playing this game. Yeah. I just finished installing it to my PC.
Well, if you wish, we will be honored to show you around.
Huh?
I am sure you would like to become well acquainted as soon as possible.
Just say yes and come along with us. I promise you won't regret it.
All right, it is decided then. Here, I'll hand you my member address.
We've obtained Iota's member address and Asta's member address.
Member addresses are short email addresses that you can only use in the world. Shortmail allows you to instantly send and receive messages from any player online in the world.
You can only invite people that you have member addresses for to join into your party.
All right, so let's open the menu.
The fact that we play as a new character and they give us like an actual tutorial, like because we're playing as a guy logging into the world for the first time. The world is an MMORPG, like any other out there, I guess, but it's like SAO before SAO was ever a thing. They want us to select party.
This is a list of all the people who have a member address.
And they want us to choose their names from the list and press X. We can press X to invite them to a party, which they will be joining us.
Okay, let's have some fun.
I am honored to lend you my sword.
Okay, great. Now your party is complete. Remember, you can only invite people logged into the world.
Enough with the formalities. Should we go on to your first adventure?
Head to the save shop and save. We will be doing that. But first, I'm going to go a little bit about the status. On the status screen, we can see our character, Haseo, level 1, HP 50, skill point of 20. His job is the Adept Rogue. And he does not have a guild. Dual swords rank 1, and you can see his stats. Now, those different elements you see there, that's his elemental resistance. There are, like, each map that we will be going to will have a different element, like different elements that the mobs will use. So the higher our element resist, the less damage they deal. We can see our dual swords rank is level 1. As we use dual sword skills to slaughter enemies, that skill will rank up and over time give us new abilities. If we swap over to one of our friends, we will see that they are a blade brandier and an edge punisher. And you can also see like what kind of weapon they use, a blade sword or a broadsword. That's a single-handed sword and the big sword that she's got in the background. Uh, each class has its own different kind of weapons that they can use. Blade brandiers use blade swords, edge punisher uses broadsword, twin edge uses dual swords, macabre dancer uses fans, shadow warlock will use grimoires, harvest clerics will use staves, and steam gunner will use rifles. Now, Adept Rogue is special. They get a set of points when they go to create their character to basically buy different weapon types that they can use so they can have more than one weapon type equipped. But at the downside, they level their skills more slowly, and I believe they don't get as many skills. Like they don't get like the best skills for each of their weapons. I don't think. So we are playing as an Adept Rogue, so we are starting with the dual sword. Next we have skills. Haseo does not have any healing and supports, no attack spells, but he does have an arts. This is Gale Blade. This is a dual blade. Oh, I can't see it, but a dual blade skill for his dual sword. If I go skill trigger, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't let us see the weapon type, but it's obviously he's using dual sword. Next, we have the equipment menu. We have the Spin Gaigu and the Rough Armor. These are the just starting items. They're kind of bad. These don't have anything equipped. Okay. Customize menu. Customization is a process where materials are added to weapons, armor, and accessories to add an ability to that equipment. To customize, please select the equipment and the material you would like to add. Materials can be changed as many times as you would like. Use L1 and R to change between characters. Yes, you can equip an item and remove it. There is no downside to removing off perks. Well, yeah, removing the items from your equipment. Awakening. Alright, there's a morale gauge here. As you do certain actions like doing combos and using certain counterattack and special timing your skill uses at the right time, you can fill up the morale gauge and do an awakening. There are multiple awakenings that we get, Beast and Demonic Awakening. In this game, we'll get more later on. Prevent the opponent's counterattacks by sharply increasing ally attack power and movement speed. This one is so good. Alright, Demon Awakening is really good if you are running a party of mages. So it's we're gonna keep it on Beast Awakening for now. Strategy. We can select our party and tell them what kind of attack styles to use. By default, they're gonna mostly keep us alive. They're not really gonna attack too much. Memoir will tell us it's like a what happened last. We can leave the game, go back to the well, we can't really do it now. That's the party menu, items. It's telling us about what's in our inventory. And that's the menu. We're gonna go visit. Oh, just in case, yeah. I'll talk about this later on. We don't have anything to do with this, but I'm just trying to talk to. For a side quest later on, we want to talk to as many people as possible. Just talking to them counts for it. So, alright, we're gonna do our first save. After preparations are complete, use the Chaos Gate to go on the adventure.
This is a transporter called the Chaos Gate. Players can use this to travel from the root town to other locations. Choose Warp menu. In the world, all locations except for root towns, fields, and dungeons are called areas.
You can warp to these areas by combining 3 words at the Chaos Gate.
These words determine the type of area, monster strength, and so on. Alright, let's try out the word selection. Choose area word from the menu.
Alright, so we have. Oh, we can't select any of these, but bookmark will be for certain keywords that are given away by other players. You can get them later on. Area words, what they want us to choose. That's how we generate the different maps we're going to go to. Random, just randomly to choose one. Warp record to go to ones you've already been to, and just to leave. We're going to go to area word, and we only have one set of words right now.
The thing at the top is the word plate. You combine the 3 words in here to create the area you want to go. The gyro at the left of the screen shows your current stock of words. You can get more words by getting information from other players, emails, and forums. Okay, why don't you give it a try? Let's start with the first word. Choose courageous from your stock.
We're going to Delta, Courageous, Engaging, Daydream.
Okay, now you can go to your first area. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. See the mark left of the area word? That's a server symbol. It indicates the server you're currently in. Right now, it's showing triangle for Delta. So, as you can see, we are all in the Delta server.
If it's a different server, you'll go to another area even with the same area word. Pay attention to the server symbol when invited to an area by a friend.
If you want to know more, just check out some of the forums. Alright, then we're off to Delta Courageous Engaging Daydream.
Okay. Alright. Before I go, I'm gonna guys pay attention to the things in the background. The group of people symbol shows how many players or NPCs are in that map. The heart symbol next to it is how many players we've interacted with that are on that map. The element shows what elements the enemies there will be using. Water and earth are pulsing, so that's what elements they will use. The treasure level is level 1, so it's right on par with us. The area level is level 1, and it's a field. There are 2 types of maps. We have fields and we have dungeons. And the mission is to reach the temple with the symbol fragments. What they don't tell you is every time you load into a map of the same word type, it will always be the same map.
look at the layout.
This is the area map. Use this screen to check current position, mission info, and any other information you may need. This is our mission. Missions are basically, well, I guess they're sort of like our objective for the area. It looks like this is a collection mission.
We must collect 3 symbol fragments and make our way to the Beast Temple.
The symbol fragments are in treasure chests found on the altars. The altars are protected by monsters, so the only options are to open the treasure without being seen, or defeat the monsters first, then open the treasure.
These are the altar icons. I suggest we first head to each of these icons and open the treasure chests.
Now, this is the icon for the Beast Temple, which is our final destination.
Okay, now that we've confirmed what our mission is, let's be on our way.
Okay, what the...
Wait
Oh.
up, Asta. We forgot one more thing. Okay, this time let's really get going.
Alright, we are now in game. We can actually move around and stuff. Now, one thing that they don't tell you is when you're in a field, you get to see the entirety of the map. When you're in a dungeon, you can only be in the you only get to see parts of the map that you've revealed unless you use an item called a fairy's orb to reveal the entirety of that floor's map. Now, the platform here, we can't use it, but it will allow us to go back to town, and once per time we're in an area, we can use it to heal. This game has a very weird run cycle. It's kind of goofy, but I love it. That's...
Nice. We found an altar already.
Now, if we sneak up on an enemy without being seen and we tap X, we can do a surprise attack. Which we're going to loop around over on this way, because if we approach from the front, they can see us and aggro. So we'll just casually stroll on up. And as we're far enough away, we can press X for a surprise attack.
Once the battle begins, the battle area spreads out like this.
Talking about the blue flame wall.
The battle area is surrounded by the battle fence, so it's virtually impossible for anyone to escape.
Unless you press your face up against it long enough and it'll let you out of the battle.
The only way to escape from a battle is with an item called a smoke screen.
Asta and I don't have one right now, so
Oh, no.
we'll fight it out.
No, if you press up against one that we see out in the field, we can invade a battle. Never mind. That's our combo.
Not so difficult, huh?
Now they want us to do a charge attack. Does a bit more damage.
That's it. Just continue fighting.
Now we get to see the actual controls. X is our attack button, circle for guard, and we can open up the item menu by clicking in the left stick.
Well, that's that, I guess.
And now we have our first chest up here. The ones on altars are usually symbol fragments. There's always 3 symbol fragments per field that requires them. And each...
All right, we found another altar. I'll teach you about using skills to attack.
And we're going to start using skills now. Get us... You always want to try to line up so the first one enemy you hit will knock into the other. It does a little bit of bonus damage.
Skills enable you to do much more damage to your enemies.
They want us to use a skill,
Okay, what you see here is the skill trigger menu.
which is activated by pressing R1.
Do you see the 4 panels? You can press the button that corresponds to each panel to execute the different arts.
Now try it out by using the arts. Gale Blade.
important, Jotun.
There is an even more important use for the skill trigger.
Of course I haven't forgotten. You're talking about Rengeki, right?
Alright, Rengeki, basically you hit it, if you will on an enemy enough, they'll get stunned, and you can use a Rengeki to do more damage and to generate morale. Which they want us to do. There we go. Now we want to target that guy and use a skill. And it'll do a bit more damage and generate some morale.
There you go.
Very well.
That's a good idea.
You always want to try to go for Rengekis when you can, because also for getting a Rengeki, we get bonus XP. Now we just need to go get the final altar, which will be right up here. And now they're not going to give us any more combat tutorials, I don't think, so yeet. Oh, we leveled up it. So we get some a little bit more bonus stats. Oh, all three of the fragments are now joined together.
Yeah! Awesome job! Alright, let's finish off by heading
Heading
for
for
the
the
Beast
Beast
Temple.
Temple.
Okay, now use the map to check your position, just like we taught you.
Okay, so there it goes. My controller was acting nine kinds of crazy for a second, and it was stuck going to the right. I could not. That was not me turning the camera. So they want us to go to. Supposed to have a mini map. There it is. They want us to go over here. There's the area platform.
This is a statue of Folset, the god of law. We just call it the Beast statue. But I think in the game's story, it's supposed to be an important god or something. See that treasure box? That's the offering to the Beast statue. There's a rare item inside of that you can only get in this area.
Go ahead and open it, Haseo.
It's not really true.
Sure? Go ahead. You're still a noob. You need all the help you can get.
There are some items that you can only get in certain areas, but a lot of them there are multiple maps you can get items from. Like the sky armor, you can get that in a few places.
Thanks. What the? The items in the treasure chest are your rewards.
Yes, and our reward is you.
I love taking out these pathetic noobs. It's really quite fun. Face it, an idiot like you isn't qualified to play this game.
Hey, hold on. I thought you said I could kill this one. Don't you remember? After all, this is my reward.
It starts with a PK. He
How
did.
pathetic.
Well, what do you expect from a noob who's just logged in for the first time?
Who dat?
Come on, say something already.
Hello?
I swear. Just pretend to be their friend. They fall all over themselves to let you PK them. Hey, you're still around, aren't you, kid?
KO!
Huh? What the?
Shot through the heart!
Welcome to the world.
Alright, in between this cutscene and the next, there's an entire anime you get to watch called Dot Hack Roots.
Please help me!
What an idiot. The terror of death! It's a seal! The PKK! What?
That's right. He's not just a player killer, he's a player killer killer. That's right, he pulled out a fucking scythe. And magic, because fuck you. And dodge, and... Our turn. Big ass sword. Cause fuck you.
I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd be that strong.
I guess this means that the rumor about you killing 100 PKers wasn't a lie after all. Hey, come on, don't look at me like that. Here, let me apologize. So just take it easy, calm down, and die!
No, you.
Do you know Tri-Edge?
What did you say?
He's a legendary PK shrouded in blue fire. They say players that get killed by him never come back to the game.
Huh? Oh, come on now. Don't tell me you actually believe that crap. Those old forum fairy tales. So, you think you can go up against me, the Great Bordeaux, and just walk away like nothing happened?
Nah. Yeah, I think we do. Careful, Haseo, your inner Sasuke is showing.
Yeah, I think I can.
In case you guys haven't picked up, the guy that voices Haseo is Yuri Lowenthal, the English voice actor of Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto. If any of you are wondering why we're suddenly wearing Edgelord spiky armor, you should watch the anime Dot Hack Roots. It gives a whole lot of explanation of what happened in those 8 months.
So it's you. You, the character that stinks of death. The terror of death. You're the PKK, Haseo. Players who kill other players are disgraceful. And I agree it's terrible how PKs can just strut around the world so easily these days. But is it right that you PKKs have chosen to use brute force to stop them?
I don't have time for this. Not now.
You have no authority, and it earns you nothing. So why? I am the leader of Moon Tree's Unit 2. My friends call me Sakaki, and I'm afraid I cannot overlook your actions.
Did you say Moon Tree? What's that? The name of a guild? Sorry, Sakaki, but I've already got enough friends. Thanks.
Do you always interrupt people like that? You know, Sakaki wasn't finished talking to you yet.
Shino.
Atuli, do you know this person?
No?
Atuli.
It's not unusual to meet players with similar characters in an online game like this.
You'll run into quite a few people
Just a
that look
case
like
of
each other.
mistaken identity.
Hey, you. Why don't you just... Huh? A text message. Delta Hidden Forbidden Waterfall. Waiting at Arcade Kelm. But who sent it? Ovan.
Just hold on a moment. Why don't you stop acting like a complete fool? Remember what you PKKs are trying to do. If you succeed, you'll be no different from the PKs themselves.
forced to become stronger, thanks to you. You, where have you been?
Haseo, always the reliable one. I knew I could count on you.
When the Twilight Brigade broke up, why didn't you come then? What have you been doing the last 6
I was
months?
busy. It was such a small seed. I needed to find out what was growing inside. And there was only one way to find out. That's why I decided to raise it.
You raised it? What are you talking about, Ovan?
I'm speaking figuratively.
When you suddenly disappeared, we all just... Why did you disappear like that? After that, Shino...
Haseo, do you want to know about Triage?
Wait, you know Triage?
6 months now, and Shino hasn't come back to the world since Triage killed her. Meanwhile, the real-life Shino is lying in a coma, and no one seems to know the reason why. Triage. He is not a normal PK.
So you knew about Shino?
Yes, but that's all that I know. But if you were able to find Triage, you might learn something about Shino's coma. You may also learn more about what really happened that day. And if you were somehow able to defeat Triage,
Then maybe Shino would come out of the coma.
if my information is correct, he will be back today at the scene of the crime.
The scene of the crime. You mean...
Delta Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground. The place where Shino was killed.
The Hu Gran's Cathedral. Yes, finally. I'll get my chance.
To go kill Itachi! I mean Triage!
Shino back. I'll do it, Ovan.
Yes. You and I. We're the only ones who could possibly bring her back.
The only ones. Ovan?
I'll meet you at the Holy Ground. There are some things I must do.
Delta
You
Hidden
will be
Forbidden
back
Holy
today
Ground.
at the scene of the crime.
Triage is coming here.
So anime. Reboot complete. What?
Huh? What the? I was fighting Tri-Edge. But then... Damn it, I can't remember. Huh? I don't remember doing that. Reformatted. What's
Emails.
Huh? What the hell? Why were all gone? Even the emails I got from Shino. Everything's been reformed. What the hell is going on? An email? Ovan?
There are two paths before you. One of these will lead to safety and shame. Is a path where you give up the world and never log in again. The other path leads to peril and pride. It is a path where you continue the world and resume your search for the truth. Let me be blunt. The latter path is tortuous and will threaten both your mind and body. Once you have chosen it, there will be no turning back. If you choose to walk this path, then there will be a time when you and I will once again meet in the world. When the time comes, I will once again say this to you. Welcome to the world.
Trial and truth. Whether or not I should quit the world? You should know better, Ovan. I'm gonna go back to the world. And then I'm gonna get Shino back, no matter what.
Well, alright, so outside of the game we have this dashboard. It's pretty cool for an operating system. We're going to check out the news capture. This is just a bunch of second thing, like background information things that's happening on in the fictional world that this game takes place in. It's a whole lot of miscellaneous stuff that we can yeah, just a whole bunch of miscellaneous background information stuff. I'm just gonna quickly get this stuff knocked off the. Because seeing a bunch of no, it bothers me. And yeah. Now, the community forum, however, has more useful things. Well, the world forums has things where we can get keywords and also background information. Like this ohm shell. Well, now we got some keywords. Buzzing Rat's Puddle. It saves that into our bookmarks, which allows us to go visit that map. Crimson Versus is a card game that that was around for a time in universe, and the fact that it's going to it'll eventually come back, but it's currently not playable. The news forum is they just talk about what you see on the little news app. So I'm just gonna clear all these off because these ones don't really matter much for the story. And then in the rumors board we can get certain things as well. And they talk about things that'll be in the game or not in the game. The root mystery of the world. They go with a bunch of miscellaneous things. Opkalu is nice. Opkalu is where you can go to get like different backgrounds for your thing. Like you see this here. Now we could use that as a background if we want. We're not gonna use that one. Get this one. And then we want this one. This is a 100% playthrough, so we will obtain them all. Hey, look, it's us. Uh, Chim Soccer. There are these creatures called Chims, which we can kick to get Chim Spheres. We will be doing quite a bit of that. Now these where people are talking about their different guilds. Uh, there's one more. Should be down further down. I think that one's pretty cool. Alright. Alright, now these two have new things. In this menu, we can see the different cutscenes and stuff in the game. We unlock those by playing throughout the game and going towards 100% completion. This is the title demo for Dot Hack. It's like the trailer. In the accessories, we can change the background music, which we don't have any. And we can change the background, which will be all those pictures we just obtained. And we can get other ones later. We can also change the RGB settings for the like we could change that red stripe and make it like a different color. I'm partial to a blue cyan. Yeah, brighten up a little bit. Change some contrast. There we go. That looks good. There we go. Nice little color change. And in the data manager, we can also save and load our game, which we will do here because I'm going to wrap up this episode. This has been Rindian Films bringing you episode 1 of Let's Play .hack GU Volume 1 Rebirth. I hope to see you guys in the next episode, and I will catch you later.